Hello, everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Today, our topic is about the curse of Allah. Uh, you know, uh, Muslims they have their own way to express love in Islam, and I have my own way to express my love to everybody, including Muslims. How a Muslim he express his love to you, and today I'm going to show you an example. Before we go there, I remind the Muslims that your God curse is proven from your book to be the most false and effective curse. And I'm going to show you from your own books how stupid is the curse of Allah. Which means whoever believes that your God Allah is capable of cursing, he is a fool, and the proof is from your books. I saw a comment by Abdul. I don't know if it's a Abdul or a Abdullah. Maybe it is a Abdullah. Saying, Mr. CP, keep mocking the Almighty Allah. And here heart SWA. And look what happened here, just to show you the stupidity of the Muhammadan. They put the word SWA after Allah, and then they put the SAW after Muhammad. I don't know what to say. What is a SWA for Allah, and why your God Allah he need an SWA after his name? Very interesting. And why Muhammad he need SAW after his name? Very interesting. Because you Muslims are so much slaves of titles, and you are afraid to say even the name of Muhammad, not only the name of God, without praising him. Allahu wa malaikatahu yusalluna alayhi, salawatullahi alayhi. Stupid religion, stupid cult, worshipping a man over God. If you read with me here carefully, he says, you will be struck by the worth of the Almighty God soon. My friend, I heard this 20 years ago. Look like you Muslims, you will say one day that a Christian prince died because Allah he cursed him. The curse should happen from the first day I start making fun of your God. Your God Allah is my joke for all my life. And I'm not going to tell you how old I am, but I am old enough to prove that your God curse is not functioning. And if the curse of Allah work, I mean, here we go, Israel is there. What about you curse the Israeli army and tomorrow will be demolished? What about you curse America and you Muslims will be the victorious? Your curse is not working. I mean, your curse cannot even free, you curse everybody, but you are the most I mean, you have no security. Your country is full of war, full of diseases, hunger. You flood Europe with refugees. Is that because you are cursed or because they are cursed? What do you think? People, they flee the ocean, risking their life just to go and live as refugee, which is not really a nice life. They give you a little tiny apartment, but even that is enough for you because you are not blessed, obviously. The kuffar are the one is blessed. They have a bread, you don't. They have roof, you don't. They have safe security, you don't. They have life, you don't. They have a job, you don't. So who is the one is cursed? Is Syria, Iraq, Somalia, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, are they blessed countries? Absolutely not. Go and see Saudi Arabia. It's the most disgusting, stupid country ever. To the point a woman, she can't even walk alone in the street and she is safe and secure. That is a curse. That is a curse. But here is a curse, is a devilish, you curse yourself. You bring the word of God on yourself by following such a cult. To the point a woman, she can't walk on the street. Why? Is that because the believers are good or they are a bunch of child molesters and rapists? A woman walk alone on the street, she is unsafe and she need a guardian in Saudi Arabia. Do you know why? Because it is not safe. And why it's not safe? Because this religion made women sex object. So Any man he see a woman in Saudi Arabia alone, she became a target, because Islam make you live not like a human. You live like an animal who wanna kidnap and rape if the chance is available, even if she is your sister in Islam. Then look what he said. You will be struck by the worth of Almighty God soon, just like your sincere puppet, Nabil Qurashi. Yeah, you Abdul, may the Lord bless Nabil Qurashi. He is in his way to heaven, and I'm jealous of him. But you stupid Muslims, you forgot that according to studies, the most countries who are filled with cancer is Islamic countries. Most of people who they have cancers in Europe, in America, they recover from it. But it is you Muslims who have no recovery. And if you want to have a recovery, if you can afford it, then you fly to Europe. Go and check all your kings and all your leaders where their hospital are located. Is that because they are blessed or because they are cursed? So it's very stupid of you to believe that somebody have a cancer because he is cursed. If this is the case, then everyone who die because he is sick, he is cursed. And based in what you said, I'm going to spank your prophet as never before. Remember, you are the one who just said that if you have a cancer, or which means something ugly happened to you, and you have like a bad death, not a normal death, obviously you are cursed. How Muhammad die? Do you know? We can check it out. If we go in the Hadith, the book of the Hadith, and remember, it's not me who is saying so, it's your prophet himself described to us how he died. Let us see what happened exactly. We go here, we found the following. Read with me, Abdul. Learn from what I'm going to show you that your God Allah is a shish kebab. He could not even save Muhammad, so how his curse will work. Muhammad, he died literally like a rat by poison. And I remember once I put a poison for a rat, and then before the rat eat it, I took the poison off. I hide it away because I was afraid the rat will eat it and then hide himself behind something, and he will stink the whole house. I believe at that time I was in Asia, I was renting a place there, and there is a lot of those animals. So I said to myself, I'm not going to stick my house because of a rat. So I decided to get a cage in order to get this rat or a mice captured. But in the case of your prophet, look what happened, my friend. The prophet, in his element of which he died, who is the one is talking? A woman, her name is Aisha. I think this name ring a bell for you, isn't it? This is the wife of Muhammad, the baby wife. The child molester Muhammad, he did marry a child, and now she is speaking, reporting all the incident, exposing how he started, how he died. The prophet, Allah pray on him and salute him, in his element which he died, used to say, "O Aisha, I still feel the pain caused by the food I ate at Khaybar. And at this time, I feel as if my aorta is being cut off from that poison." My friend, I watched a video of our brother Nabil Qurashi. And the cancer, in case you do not know, of our brother Nabil spread, and to the point that they decided even to take off his stomach. Now, your prophet, he have his stomach. It's not off. But look what's happening to him. He was feeling for a long time as knives cutting off his aorta every time. And look what it says with me. The reason I say this is for a long time, it says, and I don't know if you know how to read or you are illiterate like your prophet, it says, he used to say, it's not like something he said once or twice. It's something she normally hear from the prophet saying, I am dying from that poison, and I feel as if my aorta is being cut off. So our brother Nabil Qurashi, may the Lord bless him, and I am very jealous of him to be with the Lord right now. You know, we don't fear death, and death mean nothing. People get, uh, you know, we are born to die anyway. You die normal death, you die by cancer, you die by millions of people die, and Muslims are no better than others. And actually, the most this is why they have short age. If you go in Europe, the average of a person to live is 80, 85. In if you go to Mecca, the average people they die maximum 70, you know, 60, 50. Your Prophet himself, he died at the age of 63, which is very young compared to European. And your Prophet, he died not a normal death, and specifically in his stomach, as you see. And then he is saying something that this disease in his inside him spread to the point it's cutting off his aorta. And this is making me wonder, is that really a poison or it is a cancer? As long Muhammad is a prophet, and Muhammad always, even when he talk about medicine, if you remember the story where a guy who have cancer, sorry, he have a brother who have disease or illness, and he is suffering in his stomach, and he is suffering from fever, etc. He came to the prophet. The prophet, he told him to eat honey, and when the guy was not able to be recovered, the prophet, he screamed at him and he said to him, your brother's stomach is lying and Allah told the truth. Which means Muhammad, he claimed that even when he speak about health, it's Allah talking, and now he is speaking about his own health. So it doesn't make sense that Allah speak about the health of the stomach of someone, but Allah will not enlighten Muhammad about his own stomach and what's happening inside him. So here Muhammad is describing how he died. He died by poison, and he was suffering badly. So do you think Allah cursed Muhammad for his lies? Let us see if this is true. If we go in the Quran, we will find the following. The verse in front of us, chapter 69, verse number 46, it says, actually, let's read the verses before and verses after, so the Muslim, they will not say this is not about Muhammad. And if the messenger were to invent any of our saying in our name, we should certainly seize him by his right hand, and we should certainly then cut off the artery of his heart. Nor could any of you withhold him from our worth. And it's funny that you use the same word yourself in the text. You said, may the word of Allah strike you. So the verse is here saying that if Muhammad did fabricate words claiming to be the words of God, certainly we are going to seize him from his right hand, and we are going to cut off his artery. Remember, I'm showing you your Islamic translation. I have nothing to do with it. For me, I do not need translation. Arabic is my first language. You can read any translation you want as you wish. All of them, they are saying the same. I'm just changing translation for you, so you enjoy the curse of Allah with your own eyes happening to your prophet. Do you see it? This Quran is not a poet. It's not invented, nor a word. And if the messenger, he had fabricated against us some of saying, just some, that is enough to do what? To punish him by what? By certainly we will cut his aorta. If we go back to the hadith, we will find that this is exactly how your prophet died. Read carefully, my friend. It says, I feel as if my aorta is being cut off from that poison. That is amazing. Now, a Muslim, he might say, okay, so you just convinced us now that Muhammad was cursed by Allah and he's a false prophet. But that confirmed that Allah is God. No, my friend. I don't believe that Allah, he did anything of this. What I believe is what happened is the following. Muhammad, he did not imagine that he will die in such a way. So he fabricated this verse, cursing himself that if he is lying, claiming that Allah or God says so, if he is lying and he fraud or fabricate a false saying concerning us, which mean Allah, we certainly would seize him from his right hand, and then we certainly would have cut off his life artery, aorta. Muhammad, he said that statement, and he forgot that there's a true God is watching. That is our Lord the Messiah. He cursed himself, saying, that will not happen to me. I mean, there's a million ways to die. What aorta? I mean, what is the option to die by such a statement? Muhammad, he should maybe killed by a sword because he have a lot of enemies. Maybe he die in the bed, maybe he die, etc. But dying by cutting off his aorta, what is the option of that to happen? It was like a 1 to a million, 1 to 2 million. It happened exactly as he wished. If he is lying, if he is a scammer, if he is a thief, because all of this, by the way, is all together. He is a thief. You know, the one who claim words of God, he is a thief because he is using the words of God to steal your money, collecting donation, building the glory of his own. He is a thief. He is stealing the glory of God, putting it on himself to make himself a prophet. If he have fabricated, if he fraud, so everything in front of us proving that you're a prophet is. And now it is time to prove to you that the one who cut the artery of Muhammad is not Allah. Let us do that. And as you see, I don't use Christian books to prove my points. I use your books, because if I use Christian books, you will say, we don't believe in it anyway. If we go in the Quran, we will find the following. Chapter 2, verse number 65. It says, and will you know those amongst you who transgressed in the matter of the Sabbath, we said to them, be apes, and they became apes, you know. Okay, so what is that? The verse here is speaking that there is a group of the Jews who broke the Sabbath, and Allah, he cursed them and he made them pigs and monkeys. All right, let us continue. In chapter 4, verse number 47, look at this, your stupid Allah. And I am saying the word stupid right now, and I said it a million times before, if not more. And this verse is a clear proof that your God, Allah, is a potato. He does not exist. He is just a scam of Muhammad. Read with me carefully, all of you. Chapter 4, verse number 47. Allah gave Muhammad a verse saying, tell the Christians, this is for us, the Christians specifically, the Christians and the Jews. This is not for the Hindus, this is not for the Buddhas. He said to them, O ye people of the book, believe in what we have now, which means the Quran, revealed, confirming what is already with you, or what is with you, before we change the faces and fame some of them beyond recognition. So Allah, he threat that he is cursing us if we don't go into believe. And what is the curse will do? He will delete all the details of our faces, which mean our eyes, our noses is not going to be is going to be upside down. We will look funny. Allah will make us like apes. And this is for the Christians in the time of Muhammad, but none of them became what Allah he claimed to be or he claimed to say to do. What is the curse of Allah? This is something he said 1400 years ago. Let us see the interpretation. Because I know you will say to me, I don't, you are not really telling the truth. You know the Muslims. You are not really telling the truth. Have you ever seen a Muslim, admit? If we go in the tafsir, we can find the tafsir saying clearly that this is Allah making a threat that if you don't believe in him, Allah will change the faces of those Christians and those Jews, and he will make them unable to be recognized. Altafsir.com. All right. I want the Muslims, Abdul, to open the chapter again. This is chapter 4, verse number 47. All right, and this is your Islamic official website, not my website, not my interpretation. And this is Tafsir al-Jalalain. Al-Jalalain, this is a Muslim scholar, for those who do not know, very well approved by all the Muslim Sunni Abdul. Oh, you who have been given the scriptures. Who is the one giving the scriptures? The Christians. Believe in what we have revealed of Quran, confirming what is with you of the Torah. We elaborate faces, erasing the eyes, the noses, the eyebrows in them, and turn them inside out. My guys, if you see my face, you will not believe it. I feel it right now. My nose is going in, my mouth is going down. I mean, I don't know what's happening. Read with me carefully, brother. Allah is, his miracle is working. I was in the airport just a few days ago, and they opened the passport and they said to me, how come you don't have eyes? I said, I don't know. Ma adri. They said to me, what happened to your nose? Where's your nose? I said, I don't know. Ma adri. They said to me, where is your eyebrows? I said, I don't know. Ma adri. What curse of Allah, you idiot? What curse of Allah? He told them, believe. Now, this is the Christians in the time of Muhammad. And he is giving you an example as what he did to the people of the Sabbath. So don't tell me this is about with the judgment day. Allah, he cursed them supposedly, and he made them immediately, the Jews, he cursed them and he made them already. Read with me carefully. And make them like apes. The necks are flat, a neck a flat plate, or curse them by transforming them into apes as we cursed and we transformed those of the Sabbath among them, and God command his degree done. Blah 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 blah. Where is the curse of Allah? This is alone is a proven to us that Muhammad is nothing but a scam. Can't you see it? Are you blind? Are you? How stupid this cult is. How stupid even to believe in Muhammad after what he just now showing you. How that can be true? How in the world anyone can believe in such a cult? And you are cursing me, and you are wishing me to be cursed by Allah. And now, as long we are talking about this, and we prove that Allah, he nothing, he's a big fat liar. He made a promise. He said, I believe now, believe before. آمنوا بما نزلنا مصدقا لما believe now. Otherwise, we are going to do to you what we did to the Jews. And can you show me one Jew who became a monkey? You idiot, Muhammad. You claim a fairy tale story that a bunch of Jews who live in a village. Let me show you the story so we can laugh at this stupid idiot who called himself a prophet. This man is qualified to be a prophet for somebody he have a brain of a donkey. Actually, even donkeys will not accept him. Read carefully with me the funny, stupid story of those who Allah cursed them and He made them pigs and monkeys. واسألهم عن القرية التي كانت حاضرة البحر إذ يعدون, etc. So ask them those who they are a village who is near the seashore, in the sea, like an island, is they break the Sabbath. And what happened? Every Sabbath Allah He made all the fish and all the whales, even whales, come to them and dance in front of them and say to them, you cannot fish us today, it is Sabbath. This is the verse in front of your eyes. Please read it and laugh at this stupid God and stupid Muhammad. Ask them concerning the town standing close by the sea. Behold, they transgressed in the matter of the Sabbath, for on the day of their Sabbath their fish did come to them openly, holding up their heads, but on the day they had no Sabbath, they come not. Like, what the heck? I mean, how stupid you Muslims to believe in such a garbage. So look what Allah He did supposedly. Allah He made the fish come and dance and do belly dancing in the top of the water. The fish will come and they will put their head up the water and say, hey Jews, I'm here, you cannot fish me, it is Saturday. Then when Saturday is over, the Sabbath is over, the fish disappear. Who is the one who made this happen? Allah. You see the wise Allah? Look how stupid Allah. He ordered them not to work in Sabbath. Yet, and those are fishermen, their living, their food, their money, their life base, they have children to feed, they have family to feed. They are not fishing for fun. As you see, this is a town by the sea. This is what they do for a living. They are fishermen. So what kind of a wise God? He ordered people not to do fish in Saturday, and yet He make the fish in purpose come to them only in Saturday. For how long those Jews can handle to stay without food? They have family, they have children. How stupid that God is. They are obedience, but they are in anger. In the same time, the same book, the same stupid God in the Quran, in chapter 5 verse number 3, He said that if one of you in makhmasa, which means in hunger, you can eat anything. Anything. What anything? Yes, anything. So how come the Muslims, they can break the order of Allah? They can even eat pork if they are in hunger. And the Jews, they cannot break Sabbath. How come Allah did not make the Muslims pigs when someone like Khalid ibn al-Walid, he cooked a Muslim and he ate him and he raped his wife? Why Allah did not make him a pig? Here we see with us. Read carefully. It's forbidden for you, blah 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 blah, potato, tomato, pork, blah blah blah, like all you know, they're trying to make a religion by copying it from the Old Testament. And here He says, but if any is forced by hunger with no inclination to transgression, Allah indeed of it forgiving and most merciful. If we go to the story which is speaking here about the Jews, we will find that those people, they are facing hunger. Chapter 7, verse number 163. Read and laugh. Stupid God, stupid religion, stupid book, stupid stories, and you, Abdul, who curse me, a stupid human being, yet I forgive you. I'm not going to pray to God to curse you. I will pray to God to save you. However, yet he might curse you, for you are a hateful person, right? If you are a hateful person, I mean, your hate will kill you. Now we go to 163, sorry. You see, I don't explain the Quran by my own. I show people what the Quran is saying, what the Muslims believe. And I question them, O Muhammad, in rebuke about the city that was in the sea, bordering the Red Sea, the Red Sea, Bahrul al-Khuzam. And this was an elite about what befell in the inhabitants, how they would transgress, violate the Sabbath by fishing, which they had been commanded not to do on that day. They are commanded not to do it. But look what it says here. They would transgress, their fish would come to them on the day of their Sabbath, floating in the surface, visible at the surface of the water. But on the day that they did not observe the Sabbath, which means there's no Sabbath, they would, they would disappear. They would not come. And was a trial from God. This God is playing games with us. We are like puppies for him. So he says to us, okay, don't do fishing on Saturday. Okay, God, we have 6 days in the week anyway. We can fish. To say we have 6 days. 6 days. I mean, it's about enough. One day we'll be off. That's good. But look how filthy this God. He make the fish disappear all the 6 days, and he make the fish appear in the Sabbath. So now we have a nation or a village of the Jews. For 6 days, they could not find a fish to feed their children. The filthy God of Islam playing games. He make the fish come in the top of the water and dance and do belly dancing and shake their head and their bum and say to the Jews, we are here, you cannot fish us. How in the world you can accept such a God to be even qualified to be a God? What is the wisdom behind this? Is a trial? We just showed you in chapter 5 verse number 3, it says, if you are in hunger you can eat even pork. All the list before in this verse, which is forbidden, including pork, even eating dead meat, even dead human, you can eat if you are in surviving mood. How come Allah did not practice justice with the Jews? He played with them and he abused them, and he is a filthy God who make a fish appear only in Sabbath. What kind of a wise God this God is? And then he says, thus were we trying them of their wickedness. Who is the one have wickedness here? This is wickedness. This is the wickedness of Allah. He is the wickedness. If I have a dog and I say to him, I will feed you only 1 hour or 15 minutes a day, from 1 to 1:15, and then I hide the food in those 15 minutes, and then I put the food in front of him all day long. Who is the wicked here? Guys, do you understand what I'm saying? Do you see how stupid this story is? Who is the wicked? Obviously your God Allah is a wicked God. Sick, disgusting. He is playing games, causing people hunger just to play a game. What wickedness? You are the wicked. If you don't like this interpretation, my friend, uh, you know, we can change the interpretation for you just for the sake of your comfort. Do you see it? Now, this story is easy to be proven to be a false story anyway, and the curse of Allah was a shish kebab. If I say maybe 70 to 80% of the Jews they break the Sabbath these days, I will not be exaggerating. Why Allah is not making them pigs and monkeys? I challenge all the Abdul in the world, the followers of the ugly image of Muhammad, who is God, the devil, aka Allah, to make one Jew who break the Sabbath a pig or a monkey, as the Quran claims. Can you show me one person who was fishing on the seashore from the Jews? Go right now to Tel Aviv. Go right now to Haifa and see how many Jews, as we speak today, today is Saturday, is the Sabbath, how many of them they are in the beach. Some they are doing fishing, some they are doing sport. All of these activities should not be accepted. Why Allah is not making the Jews pigs and monkeys? Simply because this is a very stupid story made by a very stupid prophet, followed by a very stupid nation, written in a very yellow pages books, given to donkeys to chew it, not to understand it. And you are cursing me, you idiot? I challenge you, all of you Muslims, to curse me every day. I will give you, you see, actually, I made once a Muslim, he cursed me. His name is Knight something, Muslim Knight, something like this. The guy he cursed me, he said to me, may Allah kill you. Less than 48 hours after, he was in this CI, like, you know, the special unit care. And I think he died. I'm not sure. I did not see him after that. But they told me that he have a heart attack, a very serious heart attack. Since then, we never saw him again. He cursed me. You can try. Your prophet is dead. And I did insult your prophet millions of times. And you Muslims curse me every day. I insult the devil every day, which is Allah. Non-stop. One day, Christian Prince will die and they will say, ah, see, Allah curse happened. Yeah, right. We will die, my friend. We are human. People die every day. People die by diseases, by accident. And as you see, your prophet, he died like a rat. I hope rats will not sue me for saying that because they will feel insulted. But this is what the hadith saying, what I can say. He said clearly that if he is fabricating Quran, Allah will cut his aorta. And this is exactly what our Lord did to Muhammad as a penalty and a punishment and as additional proof to the Christians that Muhammad is a false prophet. How you can deny such a proof that Muhammad is a false man? You cannot. Everything Muhammad speak of proven to be false, including him making a promise if he fabricate it work against him. Do you remember that, you know, I don't know, like he said in one of the debates, as I remember, that if he is lying, may God mute him. That was not able for speaking for years. And he died like a rat. But why he will die better way? He's a prophet, die like a rat before him. So you know, your prayer is a prayer of hate, and you Muslims, you have no better to learn better, to say better, to do better. You see, Christians, if you You know, if you say something wrong to them, they will say, "The Lord bless you. We pray for you." And I do the same. I try to be my best to be Christian. Sometimes I succeed, sometimes I fail, because sometimes people make you angry, you know, and you are, you know, sometimes the devil, he drive you into anger. But I say to you, my friend, I forgive you for saying that. And I wanted to spank you just to make you wake up. Your God can curse nothing, no one. And if cursing you Muslims will be saved with, then look around you and see who is the one flying in the top of Mecca right now to protect the Kaaba. It is the American F-16. If you want to see who is the one protecting your Sunni from the Shia, it is the American F-16. I heard in the news that the Prince of Qatar, he bought or he made a deal with, I think, I forgot which, I think America, USA, to buy a group of airplanes, and the project, it's called Ababil. Imagine they call it Ababil. Why Ababil? The Prince of Qatar, he is buying airplanes, spending billions and billions of dollars from USA and calling it Ababil. For those who do not know what Ababil, Ababil is a word coming from the Quran. In the Quran, Muhammad, he come with the fairy tale stories that a group of Christians, they came to destroy the Kaaba during the Kaaba was under the pagan authority. And Allah, he sent birds are called Ababil. And those birds, they carry rocks and they throw rocks at the Christian army, which is army of elephants. Seest thou not how the Lord dealt with the companions of the elephant? Did he not make their eternal blah 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 astray? And he sent against them a flight of birds, striking them with stones backed clay? So why Allah, sorry, why the Prince of Qatar, the King of Saudi Arabia, the King of Jordan, all your Islamic countries are kissing the asses of the European, the American, the French, the British, build bases in your countries to protect you? Go and get the Ababil. Can't you? Get the Ababil, my friend. Why you need the American Ababil? You go to America and you sign a deal with them to make you an F-16 and you call the project Ababil. Obviously, because you give up about the Ababil of Allah. It's not coming, never come. And not to forget to mention how stupid this story is. Elephant in Saudi Arabia. How an army of elephant is going to come all the way from Africa, crossing the desert? Do you know how much water an elephant he want? Well, you know, elephant not only he need water to drink, a lot of water, he need the water to cool down. Not only to spray on himself, he need to jump in it. And during the daytime, if you keep the elephant in the sun for a few hours, he die. Because elephants, as many animals in Africa, they don't have a cooling system. Like us as a creatures, we sweat. They don't sweat. So what they do, they jump in the water in order to cool themselves. So according to science, I think they need about 500 to 600 liter of water to drink, just to drink. Additional to that, they need to cool themselves down. This is why during daytime, when they are, if you watch an African safari, you will see all those big, huge animals. They are swimming in the water. They keep themselves in the water. They cover themselves with mud. The mud is not because they are really like mud, but the mud is going to cool them down and keep the insect away. So what elephant is coming to Mecca? How in the world you can believe in such a garbage? Why your God don't protect Mecca? And not to mention, to forget how stupid is the story. Allah, he sent a bird to destroy an army of Christians who they are supposedly, according to Islam, they are believers. Believers. And he did not send an army or birds to destroy the army of Al-Qurmati who destroyed the Kaaba? The Kaaba was destroyed many times. This is what history report, the Muslim history report. Al-Qurmati, he took the black stone and he make it a pupu stone for more than 21 years. Where was the birds of Allah? And not only that, Al-Qurmati stood in the middle of the Kaaba when he is destroying it, and he was screaming to Allah saying, where is your birds? Where is your birds? Al-Qurmati, he did not die by cancer, my friend, and nobody killed him. And the Muslim, to get the black stone back from Al-Qurmati after 20 years and more, they asked the Caliphate of Egypt, who is a Shia, to be the middleman between them and Al-Qurmati, and they bought the stone back. They bought it. Allah did not return it. And you guess what? The stone, you Muslims have it now in the Kaaba, is not the same stone. The hadith says that the black stone, when it returned, it was a lot lighter and it broke in pieces. The Muslim, with their stupidity, they say that because the black stone was happy to come back. It was lighter. When he took it by force, the black stone don't want to go. I mean, look how stupid those people believe in stones as gods. This is why they kiss it. And the Prophet, he said, there is two corners in the Kaaba. Whoever touched them, Allah will erase his sin. Pagan rituals. Touching stones will erase your sin. My friend, you can curse me as much as you wish. Allah, your God, is a potato. And here we peel off his skin and we fry him and we expose him and we hang him from his ears in the laundry machine, sorry, the laundry belt or the laundry rope with all the underwears of Muhammad. Who is your God? You have no God. You have just a fiction stories. A God who promised you endless penis. How stupid you are to believe in this. A God who promised you 80,000 virgins to sleep with. You must be a horny dog to believe in such a garbage. Who in the world he need 80,000 women? What to do what with them exactly? How I can stay? Why I want to have 80,000 women and 80,000 slaves? You have to be mentally ill. It's like saying to me now, I'm going to give you 80,000 sandwiches. Well, I can eat maximum 2 or 3. What I will do with the rest? Am I going to spend my eternity having sex? Is that heaven? 80,000 women, and all of them, they look the same. They have the same face, the same eyes, the same tongue, the same name, the same everything. Is what's how stupid? It's like sleeping with one is a sleeping with all. What the point of having 80,000 women? They look the same, and all of them, they are transparent. We can see through their bones. Why? You Muslims are in love with jellyfish. So Allah, he promised you he will give you 80,000 jellyfish. And you are telling me I curse you? Have you ever heard of madness of someone? Imagine now I go in the street and I say to people, if you believe in me, my name is Christian Prince, I'm a prophet of Allah. If you believe in me, Allah will give you women who they are transparent and you can see through their bones. You can imagine how many bones they will throw at me, because those people here have a lot of dogs. They have a lot of bones at home. I want to see through their bones, and you believe in this, and you are asking your God to curse me? I mean, it's obvious your God is a true God. Look at this promise. They are beautiful to the point they are transparent. My wife, she eat a hamburger. I see the hamburger in her stomach. I will see the poo-poo in her stomach. I will see her bones, and through her bones. I mean, how sexy that is, how beautiful. Oh, I don't want to talk about it more, because that might make the Muslims get tempted and start having some kind of, you know, hot time. What kind of a human being will believe in such a garbage? This is the true curse, my friend. You are cursed for believing in such a garbage. Already you are cursed, but you have a curse of a devil. The devil, you are possessed by the devil. The devil, he made you believe and follow a sexual god who tried to tempt you. Or what about the hadith where it says that Allah will give you a penis which will never go limp? Have you ever heard of a god do that? I mean, who is the stupid here? The god or the believer? The god or who believe in such a garbage? Read with me carefully, Abdul. There's no one whom Allah will admit to paradise, but Allah will marry him to 72 wives, 2 from the houris and 70 from the inherit. I will inherit women. I will inherit women for bed. That's nice, wonderful, man. And then he says, all whom you have desirable front. Allah is telling me that all the women he will give me in the heaven, they have nice, excuse my language, guys, desirable front. It's about their breast and their vagina. What kind of God this God is? Oh, don't worry, their breast will be fine and their vagina will look good. Hello? Okay, are you okay now? Yeah, don't worry about that part. Yes, they are really perfectly done. Yeah. And then he says, and the male, the male, will have a penis. You see here, they're trying to be polite in the translation, but it says it clearly in Arabic, penis. Actually, it's not even penis, it says even more dirty word. That never become flaccid, never go sleep. And between two brackets, they say to you, i.e. soft and limp. And you are asking your God, this God, to curse me? The God of penis? The God who promised you that your penis will not go soft? Why you don't fight Israel with your penis? What about you take over America by fighting Trump by your penis, which is will never go flaccid? I mean, why you need F-16? Penis cult, penis religion. Who told Muhammad this information? God. What kind of God he sent a message to Muhammad about the penis? Brother Sister, I'll cut question. How I'm going to go to heaven and the Muslim man is going to have to sex with 80,000 women? First of all, you need to remember that every Muslim man in the heaven, his penis will never go to sleep. I mean, this is religion. This is a religion to follow. I want to say thank you guys for being here. And I pray to the Muslims to see the truth and to wake up. We mean no harm, but to share and save people. Me, myself, I love the Muslims, but they don't love me. However, my Lord, he said to me, love everybody and be with them, guide them. We travel around trying our best to do our best. We write books trying our best to share the truth. But yet they curse you. And obviously your curse is not working. I want the Muslims to curse me that all the donation I receive will not work. You know, I mean, like, let us make it this way. Because I saw in the comments somebody saying to me, you collect donation, huh? Yeah, I collect donation. Yes, I do. Your prophet collect donation, I can show you. But the donation Muhammad he got is to spend on women and sex. I don't. I want you Muslims to do this, to curse me that my donation will go down, because each time you do it, my donation go up. So please, please, can you do so? Because our donation is down, really. I mean, it's not what I want. It's not down, but it's not really what I need. So I hope that the Muslims will curse us so the Lord will bless us and we will receive more donation. Or maybe you can curse my books that nobody will read them and nobody will buy them, because I am sure if you do so, more and more people they will buy and read my books. Your curse is a blessing for us, and it is really needed. So I encourage you, Muslims, and I challenge you to curse me. In the same time, I will not curse you. May the Lord open your eyes, make you see, wake you up from your madness, stupidity, sexuality, blind by bracelet of gold and bracelet of silver, blind by women legs and breast, as the Quran described them, blind by fruits and shish kebab and hummus. This is not God. God is not a pimp from Las Vegas. God is holy, and his place and his heaven is holy. No place can be more holy than the place of God, where he is going to have and gather his people. His place is not a bar. You are looking for women and sex, boys, men to have sex with, well, then go to Las Vegas or go maybe to Thailand. For sure, you will find your God Allah there. But that is not my God. With this, I want to say thank you for being here, everybody. Today at night, we will have a broadcast around 7:30 with the brother Amir again. The broadcast will be in German and English. If you are interested, please tell your friends. And the same link we shared in the previous video yesterday is going to be the same. Yesterday, we have difficulty to start the broadcast. I hope today was going to be easier. And until I see you again around 7:30, be blessed and stay safe. And pray for the Muslims that their curse will be blessing for us and they will be saved from the religion of cursing and hate, and they will understand that the best of God is love. And people who learn what love means, they don't curse each other. Even if somebody is doing wrong against me, cursing someone is a sign of satanic act, because you are not wishing something good, especially if this person he is doing his best to save you. Maybe let us say he is wrong. Let us say Christian Prince he don't understand Islam. Maybe he is not smart. Why you want to curse me? Try to save me. But no, because the Quran says it clearly that Allah is the deceiver. This is my book. It's called The Deception of Allah. The Quran says that Allah is the deceiver, and there's tons of verses in the Quran about that. And we can show you tons of verses, all those verses saying clearly that Allah is the deceiver. Chapter 4, verse number 88, chapter 4, 143, chapter 6, 39, chapter blah, 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 oh, endless, endless. All of it speaking of one thing, that Allah is the deceiver, loud and clear and open, and he is the true deceiver. وَمَنْ يُضْلِلُ اللَّهُ فَمَا لَهُ مِنْ هَادٍ. Chapter 39, verse 23. Chapter 39, verse number 36. It's all over. I mean, all over the Quran. And I pick up only just one word, which is deceiver. As you see, all of this. I'm just using one word, by the way. If I use more words in the search, you will find how amazingly the Quran presents itself as an evil book with the clear evidence. Chapter 4, verse number 88. Just before we go, you can read any translation you wish. Any translation. All of them, they are lying in the translation. But just to give you an example. This is the Muslim translation. He whom Allah sent astray, for him, Muhammad, there is no road or there is no guidance. Well, Allah sent him astray. Why? See, they try to lie, saying that here it is, he just what's sending astray. How you can send him astray? By deceiving him. The word in Arabic, yudlil, yudil, liars. Shame on you. Send astray. What send astray? Where is that? In which dictionary you get this one from? See the deception? Look at this one here. him who Allah has caused him error. So who is the one who caused me error? Allah. So why you are cursing me? I mean, how stupid is your curse? Allah, he caused me to be in error, and now you want to curse me for the error caused by Allah. What about you curse Allah? He is the one who caused the error. And whomsoever Allah caused to be deceived, you shall have no mean to find him away. That's it. There's no guidance. Allah caused him to be deceived. What you can do about it? This is how stupid this cult is. Thank you, everyone. May the Lord bless you. And until we see you in a few hours again, Christ is Lord, Islam is false. And don't forget, please, to download my videos and share them with your friends. Thank you, and God bless.